Right in Sylvan Lake, a new fitness opportunity for some of the older residents of the community. Functional Fitness with Debbie, led by Debbie Booth, offers opportunities for seniors to move better, feel stronger, and live fully. Joining us right now on the Splash Live is fitness instructor Debbie Booth. Debbie, thank you so much for joining us today.
Good morning, Jake. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely glad to have you with us. Really interested in getting into this conversation. What inspired you to create a functional fitness class specifically for seniors?
Basically, I saw a lack in the industry for safe and effective exercise for seniors that focuses on function, functional exercise, balance, strength, and stability. They all kind of go hand in hand. And as we get older, we lose those functions. And it actually starts a little bit earlier than you think. It starts really in your 40s for a lot of working men. And it tends to start a little bit later for women, more in their 50s. But many seniors begin being sidelined with injuries. So injuries pull them out of the gym, and then they're concerned about going back, jumping into something, re-injuring themselves. So they tend to sideline themselves. So that was a big part of it. The other part is to get our older residents out and in the community and social. So social isolation is really a big problem in the senior world.
You're absolutely right. It's always good and important to get the seniors out and communicating with the rest of the community and with like-minded individuals. Now, I was at your class yesterday and I saw everything firsthand. These are more basic exercises, but they have a lot of purpose. What are some of the common challenges seniors face that your class addresses?
One of the first things they face is balance and fall risks. So as we age, we stop doing things like pivoting when we turn. We tend to shuffle our turns. So that's something we address a lot, getting people to walk with a full walk, heel toe, walking forward. They start losing muscle strength. And with that, they lose stability. That's where the balance and fall risk begins. Arthritis sets in. So, and we have sedentary seniors, so we get locked up hips and backs. And we try to address all that with stretching, strengthening, and movement, and just reestablishing really good body mechanics.
Awesome. Very important purposes with these exercises. Now, can participants join at any fitness level, or should they at least have some prior experience?
No, they can join at any fitness level. Fitness really is pretty simple. Deconditioned individuals start with much lighter weight and bands. We usually use bands, weights, and balls, and body weight. If they're more fit, they just start with maybe heavier weights and bands. So I am known for my progression and regression of exercise to keep it safe across the board. So I really emphasize safety and knowing your limitations, and then building your confidence and your strength to challenge yourself.
For those just joining us right now on the Splash Live, we're talking with fitness instructor Debbie Booth about the Functional Fitness with Debbie classes that are taking place right now at the Sylvan Lake Community Center every Wednesday. Now, Debbie, how do you track or measure participants' progress over time as they keep coming back through your classes?
Well, I ask them to kind of note how they feel during exercise and after exercise. I'm not a huge fan of testing. Most people panic, don't like it. They tend to shy away as soon as the word test comes out. So we use more of a gauge of how they're feeling, how their joints are moving through range of motion, their pain levels, the ease of completing daily tasks in their life, their perceived endurance, their exhaustion levels, right? That's more of how we do it. I really keep an eye and I take some notes on people just to so I know and I can tell how they're moving. So it's a combination.
Of course, lots of important things to track. Now, Debbie, you've been doing this for a few weeks now. What have some of the participants who've been a part of your class told you firsthand about their experience?
One, they're really glad that we're offering this class. Two, they're not really comfortable in a big gym facility in big group classes. They like a more intimate setting, which this is. They want my assistance in keeping them on track, encouraging them to come. You know, we have a no judgment zone. So there is no judgment, period. People start where they start and they progress how they progress. It is a very encouraging and inclusive environment. And that is very, very important to me. So I think our own worst critics are ourselves. So my role, I feel, is to lift them up and help them move forward at their pace and their comfort level.
I like that. And you brought up a good point because gyms can be very intimidating, especially if you're not somebody who works out an absolute ton. But you walk through, you see everybody just go into town with these machines. You don't really know where to start. So you're right. Being in that environment with people who are in the same boat as you, just looking to get a little more active, that helps lift everyone's spirits, wouldn't you say?
Right, exactly. And it really is about building a base for fitness. So, what I see in the gyms is people go in and they have great intentions, and they tend to go in and overdo it, and they get extremely sore, and they leave the gym and they don't come back because they don't really know where to start, or they're on social media following fitness people that that mode of exercise really doesn't serve them well. So I feel my role, especially with this population, is to build a solid base of which we can branch off of. So you're never always a beginner. That's not how it goes. I call it kindergarten. You need to go to kindergarten, but then you want to progress into the next levels, and eventually you want to graduate and move on to the next level. So that's really how I approach it.
I love that. Really helping to make that positive environment for everyone at your class. Debbie, one last quick question before we let you go. Beyond physical benefits, what other positive changes have you seen in your students' lives?
I see a renewed zest for life, a renewed spirit. The light comes back in their eyes. They find that they're able to do things that they couldn't do before. And that's usually what I hear first, or I hear from their family members. So some of my clients and other classes, their family members reach out to me, and they're grateful that now their parent, aunt, sibling, older sibling can now get in and out of cars, come to family events, go up and down stairs. I mean, it's simple things that sideline us, I just love being a positive influence, keeping them moving and getting them moving.
Well, that is amazing. Actually, I do have one more quick thing. Just tell us a little more information about the schedule for your classes, how long they're going to be going, and how people can join.
Okay, so Wednesday Live is part of a whole 12-week program I have on my website, which is in the flyer that you see in front of you. So we need to exercise 120 minutes a week. That's 30 minutes a day. So the Wednesdays will start being recorded live. You'll be able to come in live or watch them pre-recorded and join in. So our classes will run Wednesdays in Sylvan Lake. If you'd like to join, you can join through my website. There's a Eventbrite that you see that allows you to sign up for class, or you can contact me directly. My contact information is on the flyer.
Awesome.
So, and on Sylvan Facebook. So.
Awesome. You know where to look, and you know how to join in on this great opportunity. Debbie, thank you so much for joining us today here on The Splash Live.
Thank you. You have a great day.